Hello YouTube. For this video I am actually working on cleaning out a Takumar-A zoom lens, 1.4 70 to 200 millimeter zoom lens, decent quality. It's old now. I don't know what they cost new, but they can be had relatively inexpensively now. In any case, I'm shooting this little out of sequence here, but I wanted to stop and show you a new tool gadget I just got. This, and I'm going to get this out of the way. This is a lens sucker. Comes with 2 extra suction cups and a much shorter stainless steel suction tube. I've got the long tube on it right now because I'm working deep down inside the lens, but I wanted to show you this while I was at it. I needed something like this for a long time. It's got a little suction gizmo there, and the problem with working on some lenses, and this one has been particularly bad because it's even when you collapse the lens, there's an inner lens that's way down in there, and it's pretty tough to get in there. Getting it out isn't so bad because you're reaching in with the divider tool and you're unscrewing the lens. Getting it back in will not be so entertaining. I'll do a little quick demonstration here. Now, I bought this, I just got it today, so this is an on-the-spot test here. I bought this on Amazon. Cheapest price I could find was $27. It's kind of a lot of money for what it is. However, there's only a couple of companies that make things like this that I've found. The other one was very cheap and looked very cheap. This one was more expensive, but seems to be decent quality. So you're paying a lot for it, something you won't use very often, but so far it seems pretty good, and hopefully the company claims that it won't leave marks on lenses. I have sucked up a couple of lenses with it, and it does leave some minor kiss marks on the lenses, but that's nothing that won't wipe off. So to demonstrate, like any other suction tool, compress the bulb, grab the lens, and there you have it. So to reinstall the lens on this big old zoom lens, suck that thing up on there, put it down in a hole, and if I am right, it goes in and screws in quite nicely. I can see a couple of, I know you can't see, but I can see a couple of very tiny skid marks from the edge of the suction cup. I'm not actually done doing what I'm doing, so I'm going to take this thing back out. And there you have it. Easy in, easy out. I've got a slideshow to go along with the disassembly of this lens. So far, this has been a really good lens to work with. It does a lot. It's got a lot of motion to it, but it has been so far pretty easy to work with. What you have going into the front, you have, this is the innermost lens. This is the next most innermost lens. Grabs it just like that. Very nice. And then the outer lens, which screws right on the front here, more into the front. This is actually a two-piece lens that happened to come out as a single unit. It does have another inner ring that you could grab onto with a lens ring tool and crank out of there, and I can't really tell if that is a single piece of glass or if it is two separate lenses. It may be laminated, it may not, but I'm not going to take it apart because I don't see any defects. Oh, there is a small defect. You won't be able to see it, but right in there is a tiny spot. So I may take this apart. I don't know if I'll include it in the video or not because it's pretty self-explanatory. You take that ring out and the lens is either going to come out as a single laminated piece or as two separate lenses. But again, I got a slideshow that goes along with this. But this has been a very easy lens to work on so far. And there's a lot going on with this lens. It's not an electronic lens, it's stand-up bayonet mount. What started this was looking through the lens, you could see what I thought was fungus. As it turns out, to make a long story short, it might have been oil, because I noticed when I took the two innermost lenses out, there was what appeared to be a viscous, slippery something or other on the threads. And here's, I don't know if you can really see that, there's some of the stuff I got off of the lens threads. Now I don't know if this was from somebody else's work or if they came from the factory and it just got out of control over time. There's nothing on the blades themselves, so I just don't know. But as I said, I'm working on the lens. I wanted to show you the lens sucker. This is so far a very cool tool. Let's see if it'll pick up this. This lens is fairly heavy. That would do the trick. Just like that. It does have with it a teeny tiny, if I can get it out of here, it's so small, a teeny tiny suction cup for teeny tiny lenses. So I wanted to show you that. I wanted to show you these three lenses, and going to continue from there, mostly with slideshow. So there you have that portion.